You wake up one morning and realize you've been chasing freedom your entire life. Freedom from work, freedom from debt, freedom from that silent pressure that says you should be further by now. But most people never stop to ask, which freedom am I really chasing? Because there are two, the freedom of the world and the freedom of the soul. We're taught that freedom means choice, the ability to do what we want when we want, but choice without clarity is just another form of confusion. We chase promotions, buy comfort, book escapes, and call it freedom. Yet most of us are still tired, still searching. Financial freedom without spiritual grounding is like having a map with no destination. And spiritual awareness without financial structure is like knowing where peace lives, but never having the fuel to reach it. Peace isn't found in escape, it's built through alignment. Everyone holds spiritual capital, energy, attention, awareness, and how you spend it daily shapes the world you experience. Ask yourself, where does my energy go the moment I wake up? What thoughts do I invest in before I've even spoken a word? Who profits from my attention? Before money ever moves, energy does. If you want to feel rich, start by reclaiming your mornings. 5 minutes of silence before the noise, 1 page of reflection before the scroll. That's how you build inner equity. You don't need incense or rituals, just presence. A calm mind makes clearer decisions, spends more consciously, and sees opportunities most people rush past. When your inner economy is balanced, your outer one begins to follow. Money is a mirror. It reflects your fears, your values, and your definition of enough. You don't need millions to feel safe. You need a plan that tells you when enough begins. If you can't define freedom, you'll spend your life paying for it. Start small. Write down 3 questions. What does freedom cost me each month? What am I trading for it? Time, focus, or peace? How can I build a plan that gives me choice, not just income? If you already invest, refine your direction. If you don't, start learning. Not for greed, but for growth. Because every pound you invest wisely is an hour your future self gets back. Call it a pension, a savings habit, or a side project. The name doesn't matter. What matters is that your money has intention. Financial planning isn't about control. It's about designing peace. Wealth is not what you have, but what you no longer worry about. Spiritual freedom begins when you stop needing the world to validate you. Financial freedom begins when you stop needing every pound to prove your worth. When the two meet, life becomes beautifully simple. You work not just for income, but for impact. You rest not out of exhaustion, but alignment. You spend not to fill the emptiness, but to reflect your joy. Practical ways to bridge both. Keep one quiet morning ritual. Track your spending, not to judge, but to observe where energy leaks. Define your enough number. Automate your savings and your gratitude. You might say this. Once a week, ask yourself, am I building a life I'll need a holiday from, or one I can rest within? Because that's the ultimate freedom, to live in rhythm with your values. To know that if you stop chasing today, you still feel whole. The two freedoms aren't separate journeys. They're mirrors, reflecting the same truth in different forms. Financial peace is spiritual peace written in numbers. Spiritual peace is financial peace written in stillness. Like, share, and subscribe. But most importantly, take a moment to just be.